don't know if this is TMI, but what's mine is yours. My channel is your channel. Yeah. Welcome to Fremantle, or Fremantle, as the locals say. Fremantle. My Aussie accent is still rubbish. This place had a vibe to it. It was like a mix of modern and throwback in time. Lots of modern day cafes and art galleries and stuff. It's a really good mix of things to do here. They also had some pretty good pubs with like rooftop bars, so it's definitely worth the visit if you're in the Perth region. Now, we all know I'm a sucker for a market, and it just mind boggles me how cheap the fruit is here. It's fantastic. And I also love when stalls give you tasters. Like, that's how it should be. That was so common pre-COVID. Like, supermarkets need to bring that back. The Fremantle markets run every Friday, Saturday and Sunday, and there's like so much variety of stalls, so you should definitely plan your trip around a weekend so you can go to the markets. The aesthetic of Fremantle is like lots of old 1940s style buildings. It was pretty cool. I felt like I got a glimpse back in time, much different compared to like the typical city vibes, and I was absolutely buzzing when I saw they had a 7-Eleven. Of course I had to help myself to a Slurpee. They had watermelon flavour Slurpee, and let me just tell you this. It tasted like the watermelon smoothies in Thailand, and we all know how addicted I was to them. It's the next best thing. They also have this cool shipwreck museum, which is totally free to enter and walk around, and it actually featured on a Disney Plus show, which is pretty cool. This plate is given spoons. Who else agrees? That is a spoons plate. They also showed the underwater cameras that they used. How mental is that? You can take a picture underwater. Technology these days. Check me out. This is me getting my picture taken underwater. I just know the day that I'm lucky enough to have my own house, it will be filled with mugs like this. Like novelty mugs. Quirky little cute mugs, so that every one of my guests is getting a unique experience with their tea and coffee warm beverage. Like, how cute is this one? It's like a cake. That would be the mug for my dog. Come on, how cute is this aesthetic? It's giving summer vibes garden party. I'm totally here for this style of stuff. It is so cute. See what I mean when I say that it looks like you've gone back in time? It is pretty cool. I like the look of these buildings. My favourite thing about Western Australia has got to be the sunsets. I truly understand what people mean when they say West is best, because in the sunset realm, that is 100% true. Right, let me just paint a picture of what's going on with these two dogs. So the black and white one is called Diver, and the brown one is called Dusty. The owner would throw this frisbee in so far, and the brown one would swim out to get it, but the black and white one would pick it up and take it to people and just sit there and stare at them till they began throwing it. It was such an elite duo that they had going on. It was hilarious to watch. When the brown one came back with it, the black and white one was like, right buddy, I've got it from here. Let me go find some innocent soul who's going to throw it because I'm so cute. You could honestly sit and watch them for hours because that's all they did. I was getting pretty anxious though, seeing how far the dogs were swimming out. I just thought, please don't drown. And I remembered dogs swim better than most humans. Now, this may be the best thing to ever come out of Australia. It's called Yochi, and it is a frozen yogurt shop. There's so many flavours to select from, so many toppings and sauces. Then you just weigh it at the end to get the price you need to pay. Some of my Yochis be looking pretty funky. They give you so many choices of toppings, so I'm just like, what else can I add? There ain't no such thing as keeping it plain and simple when it comes to creating your Yochi. It's just the perfect post-sunset watching dessert. If you've not tried one, you need to try it. Let me just explain what's going on here. I'm filling out a job application, and the questions they had were absolutely nuts. One of the questions was, I have to admit, there are some people I would enjoy hitting. And you had to rank it on a scale of 1 to 10. So this little dog sitting right there looking in the ocean is a Maltipoo. I think the dog absolutely hates the ocean, but the owner dragged it in, and as soon as she put it down, the little dog just swam right to the side and is just patiently waiting on the owner who's in the sea. Oh my god. It's making me miss my dog. I sorted out my Australian bank account this morning, so I now have a working Australian bank account. Still no job that will put the money into the account. However, that's a whole different realm. I have had, I'm going to be brutally honest, so many mental breakdowns in the past week that it's not even been fun. That's how I haven't been vlogging. Not that you'd know, because the way I edit this. It's like, oh man, why am I so like, stressed out and in my own head when I should just be riding the wave and enjoying this? But I think it all boils down to the fact that I'm a very type A person and struggle when I don't have routine. I'm just trying to enjoy each day, but at the back of my mind it's like I don't have a place to stay like permanently, so I don't have an address, therefore I can't get an Australian driving licence, and therefore I can't apply for half the jobs because the jobs won't accept you unless you've got an Australian driver's licence, which is stupid. But I mean, I get it, it's just a tick box thing. But even if I did have an Oz licence, I hate driving and don't even have a car, don't have the money to be getting a car, like what? Oh. So you can't get a licence until you have an address, you can't get an address until you have like a job to put money into renting a place to get me. So it's like a circle that doesn't seem to be a way to break it. It's very confusing, and when you're trying to navigate it, as well as making sure your accommodation for like the next week and like you've got plans during the week to keep your brain occupied, it's very freaking overwhelming. And I'll tell you one thing, TikTok severely glorifies the whole moving to Australia. That just shows you like, you know, spending your afternoons at the beach, getting coffee, rooftop bars for sunset and stuff, and all that is amazing. And when you're doing that, it's very cool. However, we all know it, social media is a big fat lie. They don't show you the proper struggle, but that's why I'm here, to show you the proper struggle, because I'm stressing out and I'm trying not to be, but whatever happens, happens. If I need to go home, I've got a little pot of money designated to getting a flight home, but I didn't know what I wanted to do. Like, a part of me was really torn, like, do I maybe go back to Thailand for however long I can? Because you can get a digital nomad visa for Thailand. I'm not a digital nomad, I don't make any money from doing YouTube and stuff, but part of me was like, could I maybe find a remote marketing job and do it from Thailand for, I think you can get 180 days a year. And if you've got the 5-year visa that you pay for, you can get 180 days for the next 5 years, like each year, so be quite good. And I was really torn on going to Thailand because Australia is very expensive and I am noticing my money dip very freaking fast. And that's not good for me because I don't like losing money. I really wish I wasn't tight, but the fact is I am. And I was like, a month in Thailand is like 2 weeks in Australia, so I was like trying to weigh up how could I get more bang for my buck. But I've decided I'm just gonna try keep pushing on with Australia. I have applied for so many jobs, I have been rejected from a few so far, but I'm just gonna keep powering on. I'm keen to work, I'm friendly, I'm bubbly, I've got the experience, I've got the references. How am I not getting a job? I'm also thinking that because I'm like, is there something wrong with me, or maybe they just receive high volumes of applications, and a lot of jobs I've seen which is kind of only want Australian residents but still say, oh, we'll take someone with a working holiday visa. But then all the jobs I've been rejected from, the reason why I've been rejected is because I'm on a working holiday visa, even though the job application said they would accept people from a working holiday visa, but they're clearly only accepting Australian citizens, which fair enough, like I'm in Australia and that's totally their decision. But if the job advertises there, and that's why I was rejected, I was like, I thought I'd give you a quick update. Joe is doing 50% good. Like this part right now, see, chilling on a beach. This is great. I'm in my element. I had my headphones and I had a lovely coffee and the biggest banana I've ever seen in my whole entire life for my breakfast. It was really delicious. But when I get back to the room, that's when the mental breakdown starts. Filled up my water and I'm going straight for a dip in that sea. There is no shark net here, which, I mean, hello, terrifying. It's fine yesterday, so fingers crossed. But how mental was that is a risk every time you go into the sea here if there's no net. But I mean, they do have a specific app that you can track the sharks at, because like all the sharks are, well, hopefully all are tagged. So that's sort of how like people can monitor if an area is safe to swim or not. And they're really switched on here, and there's always helicopters going about, I'm assuming looking for sharks. I'm putting that in my head because I am really freaking warm and I really need to cool off. Coles is severely coming through. This is my favourite cereal in the whole entire world, and the UK has discontinued it, but Coles have it! Yay! champions. This is an absolute giant tub of watermelon. I don't know how much though. Bloody huge anyway, and it was only $6, so £3. Winner, winner, chicken dinner, get in my basket. I have to do a taste test. Delicious. Don't know if this is TMI, but what's mine is yours. My channel is your channel. I'm having major stomach issues. It's not going good. Like, I'm just always bloated, and I don't even eat rubbish. Like, I'm not a junk food eater. Like, I do sometimes treat myself, but I'm usually very healthy, high protein, fruit, veg, stuff that the dietitians tell you to eat to not be bloated and have everything working properly, but mine just isn't. And I've been taking some tablets and nothing's happening, and I overheard a lady at the beach say that her mum was complaining about being like bloated and her gut not really working, and she told her mum just to eat watermelon for 3 days straight and it will sort it out. I'm not going to do that because I need the protein. Like, I want to maintain-ish my muscles physique, but I will eat more watermelon, so it's not as if it's a challenge for me because I already live and breathe this stuff. But that's the worst thing about travelling, I think. It really does mess up your body. Even if you're going on holiday for a week to like Spain, I know me anyway, like stuff just stops working, and I'm like, all I've did is take a bloody 2.5 hour flight. Like, how's this not? What's the issue? I'm gonna scoff this and then maybe get a black coffee. Maybe that may help the situation. And then I'm gonna get the train into the town and go to Kmart because I need to get job interview clothes. That's a whole different story, and I will update you soon to come. Matcha is a huge thing here. Like, it's a huge thing in the UK, but just specifically even in Fremantle, it's bloody huge, and I don't like matcha. My sister loves it, and I've tried like sips of hers, but I'm more of a coffee gal, can't lie. If I'm gonna get into matcha, it would probably be here. I'm too scared to try it because I don't want to verge from the coffee. It's all looking good here, let's just say that. If you're a matcha lover, you would freaking love it. This is giving me major PTSD to trying on school uniform during the summer holidays. I'm stressed. I think this little top actually might be okay. Just paired it with black trousers, but I don't know. Does that look smart? I don't want a white shirt. I don't like them. I don't like how I look in them. They're just feel too bulky, and I feel like this I could wear again. It's a potential. Alternatively, this is option 2. Dress, very floaty. I think I'm gonna go with this one if I'm honest. And then I've just found some really cheap shoes, which are giving school shoes, but you know, they're $8, this is $25, so I'm trying to work out the maths. Is it cheaper for me to get just the one piece, like as in this dress, and then the shoes, or top and trousers? But I think this is cheaper. I actually think this looks kind of smart too. Like, I could wear it at home as well. It's linen, so it's, you know, got good coverage. There's no like see-throughness. I'm a little nice, innocent girly. Please hire me. That's the sort of vibe I'm going for. Never have I ever spent the night in a cell. Well, I can confidently say I spent a week in the jail. This is the transformed hostel, which was inside the old prison. It's called YHA Fremantle, and honestly, it was actually a pretty enjoyable experience staying here. They still had loads of the old prison archives and like logbooks and stuff. You can still do tours of the actual prison, which is like beside it, but the hostel have just bought over a wee section of the prison and transformed it into like rooms and stuff. But it's a really cool experience. Today is a day where I am majorly missing my dog. Being at the dog beach, just observing all the little dogs and puppies, is really making me miss my little Nova. T-minus 5 hours until I have an interview. I'm absolutely twatted.
And to tell you the truth, Gwen, I'm absolutely twatted.
I am nervous because I just hate like one-on-one situations when it's like a superior talking to me, asking me questions about myself. having to talk about myself is one of the worst things I have to do. Like, even in like hostels when you meet people, I love that, like, see meeting people and like, what's your travel plans, where have you been, what's your top 5 destinations, blah blah blah, thrive. But see if it's like, tell me a time where you successfully diffused conflict, or where do you see yourself in 5 years, what is your salary expectation. I want a pad in Thailand with a pool and a big luxury villa and maybe even a pet tiger. But obviously you can't say that, so you have to be professional. But I just get shy having to talk about myself and big myself up. Majority of the time I hate myself. I'm trying to not stress out too much about the interview because I'm seeing it as everything happens for a reason. If I'm meant to get this job, I will get the job. If I'm not and I get rejected, I can only do my best in the interview, be my true authentic self, friendly, bubbly, and I could have all this skills and experience, but there could be someone else better suited for the role. That happens. You have no control over that, and if I don't get it, then that opens a new door for me. Like, I'm not stuck. I can do whatever else after, and the right opportunity will be around the corner. This is me trying to bring myself back down from the mad stress anxious level head that I'm actually like inside of me right now, but I'm portraying nice and calm. I feel like a little ballerina. I've popped my hair in a slick back bun, removed my jewellery, and I look weird without my nose ring. Wish me luck, because I'm very nervous. I've did interview prep and I've got like notes written down on my phone, and I'm just gonna sit on the train and just read and try and get it into my brain. I'll keep you updated with how it goes. Wish me luck. Yeah.